Not many of us have had a good pandemic, let's be honest. Some of us have had awful ones, but there's one man that we're going to speak to now has used the time to change his life entirely. While most of us have been reaching for the snacks and piling on a few pounds or stones, as the case may be, one man's managed to lose 7 stone. That's nearly 50 kilos in new money. That's Mark Fearon, and he joins us now. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
It's an absolute pleasure. You're a shadow of your former self, literally. How have you managed this?
It's. I saw that last August I was tipping the scale to 26.5 stone, and I just knew I had to do something about it. It was kind of getting to the stage where I had no clothes to fit into, and I was just out of energy all day long. And I had a 1.5-year-old daughter, and I knew I had a baby boy coming in December, so I just had to do something about it. So the biggest motivator I ever had was, my small little family. Yeah. So I knew I needed help. I went to a weight loss clinic with Dr. Ava Orsmond, and she helped me set up food plans. I'm just going to talk about, the reasons I was that heavy, and then just going to step forward and said that we wanted to go with this and try and lose weight quickly.
I mean, that is quickly though, Mark. That is really quickly. It's 7 stone, in as many months, essentially. A month. No, that's it. Like it's been flying down. I'd actually set my aim, which I'm still working on, for 10 stone gone in 1 year. So I knew it was going to be hard work. But I was ready to do it. It's just been going great. Your willpower must be extraordinary. You also used to smoke quite a lot, didn't you? And I feel your pain. You managed to give that up a few years ago as well. Did the weight come on after you gave up smoking?
It did, yeah. That's going back I'm around 6 years off cigarettes now, I think.
Right.
But back then, the weight did pile on. But that was one of the best things I've ever done. It stands to me today. But I used the whole lockdown situation as an advantage. There was a few small little benefits from it. One being that I didn't feel I was missing out going to the pub. I didn't miss out going to my favourite restaurant to get a nice big burger meal or something.
What about takeaways though? Didn't you succumb to the takeaway?
I did, and that's up until August. That was my, I suppose, and the same with a lot of people. That was my one thing that you could actually do on a weekend, was get in a takeaway. But that turned out to be more than just weekends. Just through them being so easy to do. So that's something which I've done as well. I've had a handful of takeaways since August, and if I do now, they'd be a healthier option takeaway.
I was going to say you could probably name every one though, and exactly what you had.
yeah, I'm dreaming of my next one as well. Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing, isn't it? As somebody who's done a bit of this, not to anywhere the extent that you have, but a lot of us can relate. It's the worry. I worry for you that you've done so well that it will. If you go back to any kind of normal eating, it's going to be really hard for you to keep it off when the real normal world comes back.
Yeah. Now the other thing is, I wasn't normal eating at the beginning. I'm 26.5 stone, so that's not normal eating. So if
do you know why you were doing that, Mark?
Say that to me again.
Do you know why you were doing that, and why historically you've found it difficult to keep the weight off? Why were you eating so much, do you think?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I love food. I think. I don't know. I think I'm a person that kind of works really well at kind of being on a diet or not on a diet. And if I'm not on the diet, then I just kind of eat and thinking, well, I'll be on a diet again soon. And I just kind of yo-yoed like that, going, oh, look, I'll put on weight because I'll lose it again. But so this time's different, though, because I've gone and lost a lot of weight, and I feel so good. Like, I'm not going back. Like, there's no way I can. Like, I'm just feeling it incredible.
And you look it as well, and all the photos on Facebook and on Twitter and everything. And the one in your rugby shirt, in your Ireland rugby shirt, is the real standout one, because there's one of you sort of poured into it, essentially, when you're 26 stone. And then the one of you taken recently, where, it's just a good fit. And your old mate, Brian O'Driscoll, got in touch about that one.
Yeah. Like that picture went crazy on Twitter. I'm used to having 4 or 5 likes on a post on Twitter. It's now over 20,000 likes and 600 comments, and I'm getting back to everybody everybody, because they're all asking questions. And then, yeah, like that, people who I used to play rugby with to a high level, including Brian, was in touch, showing their support as well. Because I used to play fairly good rugby with Leinster until I got an injury, and I took a year off, and that ended up being forever. So it was good to hear from some of them as well.
Listen, how old is your baby now?
Just 3 months.
Oh, congratulations. How's it going?
Thank you. Oh, brilliant, amazing. He's brilliant. Little Declan Og is his name. He's brilliant. I have a future rugby player for Ireland, I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be very proud of his dad's achievement during lockdown. Thank you very much for talking to us, Mark. Great to have you on the programme. That's Mark Fearon. Mark has lost 7 stone in 7 months.
I don't know how he's done it during lockdown, because I go the opposite way completely. If I'm sitting in the house, I so desperately just want to eat the entire time. It's a problem. I'm going the other direction. The 7 stone he's lost, I've gained. I've taken that straight off him.
Shared it out.
7:34.